concerning if he's been in the water for 35 minutes.
So I'm going to cast Sending, targeting Cody. Not Cody.
Lithani. Okay.
Hey, where are you? You can respond to this message.
Please call me at your earliest convenience.
Does east and west and all of that work in this world?
It depends on how you want to communicate with your party members.
I want
to make the light north.
Explain where I am.
Okay.
East, west, north, up, down.
You are in the water, heading straight towards the bright light.
Towards the light, Cody. Towards the light.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, no, I only get 25 words.
That's...
Heading towards the light.
In a cave full of light.
Everything's glowing. Head towards the light.
The light and the water. Quit being a bitch. Come with me. I have 2 words left.
I'm intrigued when R was being a bitch, but okay.
You little bitch.
So,
come with me.
Alright, so, what are you guys' actions? What are you doing?
I'm going to repeat that sentence verbatim.
Verbatim?
Yeah.
No,
verbatim.
Alright, so I guess swimming straight towards the light and gone for 25 minutes. Oh, he's probably a good ways out by now. Might ought to go get him.
He's pretty slow in the water.
He called us a bitch.
How long can you swim?
Right.
When do we... Forever?
Well, until I have to rest.
Give or take.
So you can just swim until he has to sleep?
Until he gets tired, yeah.
I was wondering how that's going to be going with the Constitution.
I actually have a fairly high constitution.
He's bleeding out into the water. The sharks are circling.
Levels of exhaustion. Try to swim a mile. And full armor and a weighted down cape.
I was going to say, how long have we been awake at this point?
You're talking, it's probably coming up on, if you were in the prime material plane, probably somewhere between 3:30 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. We never talked about weight on my armor. Can we just assume that I'm not wearing it when I'm doing stupid stuff like this?
No,
Well,
I generally assume that you're wearing it all the time, considering that's how you usually do it.
When we criticized you about it, you said, of course you were wearing your cape and armor because you never take it off.
The cape never comes off.
Which I heavily criticized.
If you do not specify that you remove it, then I will assume that it is in whatever state it was last.
That's fair.
At all times. Like, that's if you state that you take the armor off, it will remain off until you state that you put it back on.
Heard.
I know my
Does it weigh less when it's out?
Yeah.
Or weigh more? I mean, sorry, weigh more when it's out?
It has weight when it's out, yes.
That's why, like, we're in the water plane, I made a point of, like, putting... Like,
when it's in the ring, it weighs nothing. It's just the ring.
I love it.
I'll leave it out.
Like a picture with Laura in the background.
Unless that
laughing.
hurts him.
I mean, yeah, it slows you down. It makes you more cumbersome.
I'll leave it out anyway.
Fuck you, Laura. You laughed too.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
We
need a decision.
Before we do anything else, Yasu was going to tell you guys about that creature that he saw, and his weapon just went right through it. So you at least know that they are resistant to something.
Okay,
Wait,
you couldn't really see it clearly.
You tried to stab it.
Couldn't really see it because it was like see-through.
Quite awkward. I didn't get a good look at his face either, so...
Okay. Well, I think first things first, we should go get Lithani. Run him a rescue mission. We'll leave a rope hanging down just in case. If we can find him on the bird, we can guide him back.
So where are we going to leave our rope?
Well, that's
just dangling.
Because it's been tied to the party, because there's no place to tie it before, he said. If we're going to...
Oh, I thought we put a pipe in the ground.
Did we? I thought we were still tied to Baylock.
No, there's a pine in the ground.
Okay.
I don't think we were ever tied.
Yeah, the robot hasn't just been standing there being a light post.
Oh yeah, when you first went in.
He's just chilling in the corner.
Yeah, I was trying to bail and he popped his tentacles for extra support.
Paused.
Wait, how much can the eagle lift?
It holds us pretty well, but we're both fairly light.
Mhm.
200.
Anything more than that,
Yeah.
we're gonna start
Yeah, we're
calculating.
tapped out.
But
I weigh a whole like 42 pounds or
How
something.
are you
as long
guys
as
doing?
as long
Join
as long
with
as you keep it
Bonnie
as long as you
on
keep it
the
reasonable, I'm not
mission
gonna
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start calculating encumbrance of a giant eagle.
I
But
look and try to be reasonable.
Yeah, why not?
I said ours little.
yeah,
and
you
I'm
guys
normal.
have been good about it so far. So
Yeah, but they're talking about picking up Cody.
Oh no, we're talking about guiding him back.
Oh! Oh!
He's not getting on my fucking ego.
That rope's getting dropped.
Or
That
you-
motherfucker still has my dagger.
Drop me in the water with a mouth guide him back.
If you get dropped in there, I am not
You're
tying another
gonna get
rope. You
dropped
are
in
on
there
your
again.
own.
Why is everyone
Just
inviting
leave
themselves
the
on my
rope
party?
there.
No.
Why
This
is
is about
joining
principle.
me in my mission to finish everything not an option?
Because I'm not swimming in water. I don't know what occupies it.
Or we have a general idea of what occupies it and we know lightly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's
Shit, we can't
12
chase.
foot,
stuff
12
probably
foot tall
good.
creatures.
okay,
above-
so what are you guys doing? What are your actions?
Can anyone else fly?
I can't play.
No, I can't fly.
I can
You were.
actually,
You're just by yourself.
yeah, just by myself though.
I think Lexi can't you.
I don't think I can.
Right about this point, Lithani's starting to get to the point where he can start to see some of the glowing creatures in the distance.
Mm.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm gonna go and look for him.
Can't
But
tell him
remember, he
before he
has
kills
nothing,
himself.
no way to identify
Ma-
himself from the water. So we'll have to be dragging light, hoping we just pass
Yep,
him.
mod 20.
Mod
But we
20.
can tell it's Lithani and not
All right.
a human.
You see a number of what look to be larger creatures.
We've been doing
They're
great
being
on this
so nice
perception
today.
checks, buddy.
Some of them
Right?
are further
I
down
know, me too.
to what you can kind of tell would be the bottom of the lake. They're larger creatures, but they're still indistinct. You're too far away to get really much of a look at them other than a round kind of bulbous glow. You can't really tell anything as far as you don't see limbs or anything from this distance. Some of the ones that are up closer towards the top of the surface are a lot of smaller creatures that would be in the medium to large range. Some of them look like they have some sort of fish characteristics, and at least like 3 of them look like they have the potential to be a humanoid figure. But they're all still too far away and too indistinct from this distance to really make out much.
I'll swim up towards the top ones and wave and make
You're-
myself known.
You're hundreds of feet away.
Okay.
The only reason you can see them is because they do glow the same way the rest of them do.
Okay.
However, faintly, they still glow.
Okay. I'm not certain. May I speak with the cap of water breathing?
Yeah, as long as you can breathe water, you have the ability to speak. Yes,
Okay.
that is correct.
And you still have water breathing on, so.
If you want to pause me, or I mean, I'll.
You're still hundreds of feet away from any of these. So,
Okay.
Pause.
what are you guys doing?
Well,
You want to do what we did last time? Let us look for him.
yep, we'll look for him and we'll cross the whole thing and come back.
Wait, you guys are crossing, like, going all the way to the edge and back?
Yep, we'll cross the whole lake.
Oh, Jesus.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to do the hammer dragon thing again, solid 40 feet up. And this time we're going to go straight from where the opening is, down all the way across the lake, looking just to see what we can see. And then all the way back.
Effectively heading from where the opening is, passing over the bright light towards the back, and then coming back.
Yes.
You want to hit all the way across the back, or you want to just get to the larger light that we saw? Because that's what we know he's headed towards.
We could get towards the
I mean, you don't
original
have to make the decision all in one shot. You can make it along your pathway and make deviations as you go.
I would also like to get a look at the bank.
On the other side of the bank.
Yeah, just to see what the shore looks like, because I still haven't seen the shore.
You guys could take him to the opposite shore.
I'm worried about his weight.
You can't drag him.
In the
Definitely
water, even in the
can't.
water?
He's very heavy.
It's very.
It would be more cumbersome to do it in the
Water.
Yeah, the drag.
Well, from the drag it'd be slower, but buoyancy-wise it'd be physically lighter.
Not in all that armor and a watered down cape that's loaded with weapons.
Well, if he's able to swim in it.
Wait, this my cape weighs nothing.
No, but
It's waterlogged. It's dragged.
yeah, it is. There is drag to it as far as a cape goes. That's. I mean, it's just a natural
Oh, you're
function
gonna
of
have
cape.
to sleep soon, by the way. I'd imagine.
4:30 in the
Literally.
afternoon. Yeah.
No, but you've been swimming straight like,
Like
this
40 minutes.
for the better part of an
Coming
hour.
up on about 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
40 minutes.
And you guys have several hours before you guys can really start looking to do a long rest. But
Yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah, but if we're using our energy levels like that. Anyway,
so
yeah.
what are you guys doing?
Search and
Run
rescue.
across.
We.
Okay, so search and rescue first.
I think that should be the ultimate goal. If we don't see him in the first pass, we'll hit the back.
And then come back and look again. Yeah.
I'm still to figure out what we're gonna do if we see him.
Honestly, I say,
Figure out where he is.
and then point him in the correct direction. We still have these torches lit up here as a beacon.
Have him follow the light.
Can you see those though?
You may not be able
We
to.
may have to hang him over the edge a little bit.
If he doesn't follow the light, all your option would be to fly back to camp, leave you there. And I go pick him up by myself.
Yeah. If you can carry you both.
He's at like what 200?
If the armor weighs nothing, if I put it away, my sword weighs
We still have to
nothing, my
have time
cape
to
weighs
take the
nothing.
undress.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's a
Your
bonus
your
action.
armory
It
of
takes less
weapons
than
is
a
probably about another 40 pounds, give or take.
It's like 260.
Giant eagles.
little less, I'd say. He only has. If he puts everything away, he only has five.
You
Five
gotta look 'em up.
weapons on him.
I'm curious.
Are you counting your clubs?
Oh no,
7.
no! But I threw
7
one
each.
club somewhere.
Oh, 6.
Okay, so how
6.
much does he weigh?
Like 180 pounds. Soaking wet.
Literally.
Literally given my build by
not
Tali.
real life.
How much? What do we say Arkin weighs?
Like 120.
I heard a little.
Assuming you put anything of any significant weight whatsoever in your bag of holding.
Yeah, earlier I was still prepared to go in
mean-
the water, and I've always made a point to not go in with everything in the water.
Right. Yeah, I mean, total gear. I'm assuming you left your pack up in the opening rather than bringing it with you. There was not really much reason for it. We're talking total weight, like what, maybe 150 tops,
So we made it by 10 pounds.
160 just to be on the conservative side.
I can take him and me.
You're
10
also.
pounds. I
Alright.
was hoping that hammer and rope doesn't weigh 10 pounds. It shouldn't.
The hammer.
You're also
We,
assuming he
might.
wants to come
It's a small
back.
hammer.
Am I coming out with you the first
Oh,
time?
Yeah,
yeah,
the
it's a
first
small
one,
hammer. It's
because
like 2-3
One
Oh,
pounds.
it's not like a
we might
war
never
hammer.
found.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, no.
That gives
No, it's a
uses
light
of
hammer.
eye.
It's like a climbing hammer. It's just a standard like
Oh,
2.5, 3 pound
I
hammer
forgot.
used to hammer pythons in.
Shit, I forgot about
Is it
that.
Python or Pitten?
Yeah.
I've heard it pronounced both ways. I've always pronounced it Pitten. I know he
So-
pronounces it Python, so I've been pronouncing it Python just
So
to keep
we're
it the
gonna
same.
go out together like originally planned, keeping an eye out for Lafani, but if we don't see him, we're gonna continue on. Let's try and also use the chance to see anything else about like the large creatures on the other side of the cavern, and again look for Lafani on the way back.
Pretty much.
All right, heading back out on your eagle, dropping your dowsing hammer, making it the first 100 feet out. Let's go ahead and get 2 perception checks. This is at disadvantage because he is not lit up.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
3. Fuck.
I got 12.
12,
11.
11. Not seeing much of anything in the first 100, 150 feet.
Let's keep going.
Alright.
Next 150 feet. Let's go ahead and get another
Oh, jeez, they're gonna have 10 of these.
perception check at disadvantage.
And what are
that
the
was
odds?
good.
2 sixes.
Go for 3. The fuck is
23.
that shit say?
23.
14.
14.
I'm looking very hard.
A little too hard.
Keep you.
I rolled a 13 like 4 times in a row. This shit's getting stupid.
Passing over the water,
No,
keeping an eye in close proximity to where the hammer is. R, you manage to look while you're searching around the hammer. A grouping of the glowing creatures catches your eye, just slightly off to the left-hand side. Looking over there, trying to figure out what they are, you happen to just be looking in the right spot as you pass over some of the larger glowing creatures all the way at the bottom of the lake, as you see a shadow.
There. He's right there. I pointed out to Arkin.
What should be
James like, oh, before I could finish, see a shadow of a dragon.
Just
Fly right towards him now.
It's the shadow of Mordor.
Could I tell what direction he's moving?
The twin towers.
Yeah, you can. You got a vague shape of what his of his body as like you guys passed over, like kind of eclipse style, if you will, and you could see that he was heading straight, almost a beeline towards the brighter light in the towards the far end.
So we can.
And we've been coming straight out, right? Like directly from the encampment.
For the most part.
So we can still hit the back of the cavern, drop you off, and as long as I know what direction he's heading, odds are we can find him again.
Okay. I'm also going to shout down to him. Head back the way you came.
Ladoni's gonna wave you guys down. Yeah. if
Well,
he
I'm assuming
notices-
I'm assuming that you're under the water, correct?
Yeah, so I wouldn't notice. Yeah, fair enough.
If he's under the water, he can't hear me either.
We could drop a hammer on
Do it.
Drag it
him. We're
right
not
over.
that high up. It won't hurt him that bad. And the water will soften it.
We'll get him on the way back.
Then we can drop a hammer on it.
All right. So you guys are continuing on with your straight trip towards the far end of the cavern.
I'm gonna note his location and the direction he's heading, and we're gonna.
Okay.